Our next guests are going to tell us about a nonprofit that is built solely on one woman's dream. Welcome, Sharon Gill, founder of Oasis Compassion and chairman of the board. Nice to see you.
Same here, Tony.
And Susan Warmington, you're the executive director of Oasis Compassion. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Sharon, it is your dream, I referenced. Tell me how Oasis Compassion started and is what it is today.
9 years ago, I had a vision to do something for my community. I was working in a law firm at that time, and I really felt that there was something more to life than making money. And I just saw the needs in the community. Excuse me. And after a period of just like self-introspection, I decided to open a small food pantry at the back of a church that I was attending, about 200 square feet of space. And my initial clients were the homeless, the working poor, and I started out really small, but within about 9 months I was given an anonymous donation for $25,000, which I took and opened a retail spot in the Green Acres. And over the last 9 years, I should say, it's grown to about 4 locations. Right now we have a food pantry, huge. We have a thrift store. We have a career center, and we just opened a women's center. What our mission is to really empower the less fortunate, to give them a chance to get back on their feet. It's not a handout, it's really a hand up. And that's what I like about it. And
Susan, when you say not a hand out, a hand up, I mean, the people who come to you, a lot of them are women. I know you really, in the beginning anyway, a lot of women were your focus group.
We still have a lot of women. We find that probably 70% of our families, a woman is the head of the household. Wow. So we want to, instead of enable her, we want to empower her. So everything we do is to give her dignity and to teach her that next step.
When you talk to, and I know you both talk to these women, you don't just write a check. What are the stories you hear? Is there a common thread how they ended up, perhaps homeless or struggling?
Well, we have stories ranging from domestic abuse, incest, you name it, just struggling. And we have seen the demographics have changed over the past 9 years, I have to tell you. At first it was the immigrant, at first it was the really impoverished. Now we're having just women who have just lost jobs. So we've been actually seeing a whole demographic shift to women who are just really struggling to make ends meet. And but yes, there is the domestic abuse. I mean, that's still rampant. We have a counseling person on staff right now. We have a biblical counselor as well as a mental counselor who volunteers. And that's been a big help for our program.
And I know the Women's Center was a dream of yours and of the organizations. Susan, what takes place there? I mean, why a Women's Center? Why was that even necessary?
Well, again, women who are struggling, and we have a lot of men, so we're excluding them, but women who are struggling, they forget about themselves. Their every day is just such a deep struggle. They have depression. They have to get their kids to school to feed them. They don't have transportation, so they're the last person on the chain of what they have to do. So we tried to make a place that would make them feel better about themselves. We offer Bible studies, biblical counseling. We offer mentor groups there, and we're offering a new program called IFFF. And it's investing in your future, your finance, and your finishing. And it's going to be a 4-week program where we take these women and really teach them basics. If you are just in this place, your life is so disorganized. So we're going to start with organizational skills.
Okay, I want to go to that. You don't need to be in trouble to not be organized. Let me just make that point.
So it'll start with organizational skills, and we're going to go to basic finance, doing a budget. These women just do not know how to do a budget, so we're really going to go on a budget. Then we're going to go to kind of a food. You get pantry food. You get a lot of bread and pastry. How do you not get diabetes? How do your children not get fat? How do you feed your children healthy from this? Where do you add the fruits and vegetables? More importantly, where do you buy them?
Exactly.
And the last one is going to be all about the woman herself. We're going to take our thrift store clothing, pull them apart, and make it more pertinent to their lives today so that they can look good. You don't have to wear an outfit from the 50s.
Now, Sharon, I know when I first met you, part of helping, this kind of help that you give is self-responsibility. Your clients have to, try to get a job, try to get a GED wherever they are in life. Is that still part of the
Definitely.
mission?
It's actually mandatory because, you know, people's basic need is food, when we understand that. But we ask them to invest in themselves as well. And we offer job counseling, job placement, career counseling, several classes and workshop, and we actually tie it into the program. So if you, for example, just want to have food and not invest, we're not a program for you. Because if you do not show up for your classes, we will suspend your food unless you have a really good explanation, because we are not there to enable you, we're really there to empower you. So that's still a big part of our program. As a matter of fact, it's a central part of our program is our job counseling and our career, you know, just our career help.
So on the other side of that, you're getting people ready for jobs. How is the other side of that? Local employers, are they supportive of hiring your people that you've trained? Are you involved in the community? Because if you have skilled employees, you got to have somewhere for them to get a job.
Absolutely, and I'm involved with several chambers of commerces, and I network a lot. And part of our job counselor's job is to actually solicit local businesses to, you know, to form work out to. We have a lot of volunteers as well whose job is just to stay on the internet and find jobs. We give all our clients an email address. We also allow them to come to our agency to look for, you know, look up their emails. We have a computer lab, so they have free access. So we make it really easy for them to get, you know, to get on their feet. We also do interview skills workshops. I mean, we really invest in these folks. So when they leave our program, they really have been given the tools to take that next step.
And go ahead, Susan.
And we even dress them. If
I was
they have
gonna
a
say, I
job,
know that's
if
a
they
big
have
part.
a job interview, we not only dress them from the thrift store, but the best of the job interview clothes. We have a now special little closet. They come in, and we want to send them out there looking their best, being prepared, just really, and that is a really big, intricate part of our program. Also, our program, everyone that is in it for the 6 months gets 3 pieces of clothes per person per month. Last year we
that's
gave out
great.
8,000 pieces of clothing.
Wow. Now, and I want to not demean that. You know, people watching might think, how important is looking nice? You know, shouldn't you give them a little more food? I have to say, I have been at your program and others where women have felt nothing about themselves. They felt totally worthless. And a simple caring, like you girls in your fashion sense, you know, putting together an outfit, I know you have makeup volunteers that come and help these women and do their hair. And it will bring tears to your eyes, obviously, when you watch the transformation, not just fashion, but inside these women. And that's my lead into, you do this at a luncheon, which is really one of the main ways people watching can help. So tell me a little bit about the upcoming luncheon.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because you'd asked why the Women's Center. And about 7 years ago, I began having this Dream Makeover luncheon. And we would take 3 women from the program who were really downtrodden, who just was out of hope. And we would, over a period of about 3 to 4 months, really invest in their goals, invest in their appearance. We would get partners to work with us with their hair, their makeup, like you said, their clothing, but really the inner person. And at the luncheon that we hold, they would be revealed. They're like the swan, and they're actually the main speakers. And it's amazing to see the transformation from what they come through the door as and what they are at the end. And that was really where my vision for the Women's Center came, because we were doing 3 women like this, and I thought if we could do 300 a year, what a transformation it would be on our community. And so we're really excited about our upcoming luncheon on the 21st. And we have anything exciting planned, Susan?
Well, we have, this year it's kind of going to be a metamorphosis. So we're talking not only the metamorphosis of our clients and from where they started to where they are, but we're also going to have a plastic surgeon speaking about new ways without plastic surgery to look and feel your best for women. We're having a fashion show. Sharon will be speaking just about her vision. So it's going to be a very exciting luncheon. It's at Breakers West on April 21st.
Well, we want people to definitely take part. And what I want to leave people watching with is, it's really important to me that this isn't just some woman that you've never heard of. I mean, especially, you made the point, in today's economy, this could be your next door neighbor who unfortunately was a single mom, maybe divorced. The ex doesn't have a job anymore, so can't pay his child support legitimately. And she didn't have a big income on her own.
Right.
I mean, I want to make this point that you all are helping what could have been me or one of my other friends.
Absolutely.
Here's that information. I encourage you to take part in the Dream Makeover Luncheon because it will bring tears to your eyes and you'll be doing a great thing. Here's that information. We're going to say goodnight and we'll see you again next time right here. Until then, stay healthy. Good night.